Have you ever asked yourself, what is time? How would you describe it? I don't even know if there's an actual answer to that question. Like, really, someone might say that time is something that we always take for granted. Someone else might say that time is something that we always wish we had more of. And those are all true facts, but they don't really answer to the question, what is time? Myself, if I had to make this simple as possible, I would describe time as something that just runs out fairly quickly. We wish that we could take control of time. We wish that we would live longer or be able to travel to the past. The thought that it will all come to an end someday and we will somehow lose everything just makes us feel scared. Some of us might be afraid of underachieving, others might be afraid of coming to a point in life where we feel like we have not lived life to the fullest when we had the chance, and maybe you are already in that state. On the other hand, a lot of us just wake up every day and waste the majority of our time taking it for granted. And that's the worst thing about this whole situation. We have the tendency of changing mindsets overnight. Some late nights we might get emotional a little bit. We might overthink about a lot of stuff, only to wake up the next day a little less emotional or a little happier and return back to the granted-taking type of mindset and lifestyle. But there's another question that needs to be asked here. Have you ever thought of how it would be like if us as humans just lived forever? How it would be like if we had a limitless lifetime and life was an endless circle and it would rewind over and over and over again. Think about that for a bit. To be honest, that image scares me. To be trapped to this world forever. Like a tunnel that just never stops. It just keeps on going and going, no matter how far you've got or how fast you run. Life would also lose value instantly. Everything around us is constantly growing by people. We wake up every day, most of us wake up every day with a certain plan because we know that our time here is limited. That's the reason. That's what gives us a purpose. That's what gives us the drive to hustle, to enjoy, to appreciate. Otherwise, we would just cancel everything for tomorrow. Let me give you an example here. Let's say that you had a meeting in 3 hours from now and you had some work to do for that meeting. You would get a little bit stressed and you would work your hardest to get everything ready on time. Now, what if that meeting was set to happen a week from now? You wouldn't have the same drive. Your workflow would be much slower because now you have more time, you have more room to get the job ready. Now imagine if that meeting was set to happen never. Look, we cannot run back in time. What you're watching right now is one of the little things in life that are objectively impossible to happen. We cannot turn the clock backwards. We cannot go back and experience yesterday. In fact, we cannot experience twice the second that just passed. It's crazy how time passes so fast. But instead of listening to the clock winding down, we can take control of the present. We can take control of the upcoming moments, the upcoming ticks of the clock. What are we asking for at the end of the day? We don't even know. So we constantly comfort ourselves by believing that we don't have control of time. And that's when taking time for granted becomes a routine and less noticeable to us. We gotta stop asking for more. How are we gonna ask for more of something that we treat like it has no value? We don't deserve it.